Bank in Argenta and Oriana, building relationships and communities together. Member FDIC. And Screen This Printing and Embroidery in Argenta. For more info, check us out on Facebook.
Your friend in Central Illinois, WHOW.
Top of the morning. Thanks for being with us. I'm your host today, Seth Lawrence. The WHOW Morning Show streams to Facebook and YouTube, brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. My guest in this segment of the morning show, Jerry Johnson, is the executive director of the Decatur Area Arts Council. Hi, Jerry. How are you?
I'm doing great this morning. How are you?
Doing well. Thanks for asking, and thank you for making time for us. It's always good to have you on the program. Arts Council, Jerry. Yeah, absolutely. We appreciate it very much. Arts Council has a new exhibit in the Lloyd Gallery. Good sir. What do you have? What's this month's exhibit?
This month's exhibit is a collection of ceramic sculptures and paintings by an artist named Janice Mars Wunderlich. I'm trying to remember where she's from. I'm thinking like Iowa. I think Monmouth, Illinois, is where she teaches or has taught art history and ceramics and that sort of thing. Anyway, it just went up last Friday, and it'll be here all month through the month of March, through March 28th. You can stop by for free to the Ann Lloyd Gallery, Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4:30, or Saturday, 10 to 2. Janice is an award-winning artist and instructor, and she is, for many years, focused on ceramic sculptures. Much of her art is influenced by her love of the woods and walking in the woods. She calls this exhibit Woman in the Woods. She's got little woodland creatures and a variety of other things, but also her art is influenced by her experiences as a mother, a daughter, a friend, a woman in general. So she has kind of a feminist bent to many of her paintings, but much of her ceramic sculptures are focused around her love of the wandering through the wild forests.
So, stupid question, Jerry. What is ceramics, like ceramic paintings and such?
She models her creations out of clay and then fires them in a kiln like you would a ceramic pot or a mug. Only she doesn't make functional items, she makes artistic items. And then and they're highly detailed, like a sculpture, only you're not chipping away stone like a marble sculpture, you're actually crafting it out of clay, and then ultimately putting it in a kiln, firing it up there to turn it into a ceramic piece.
Gotcha.
She colors it with glaze, and I think probably fires it multiple times to get a whole variety of colors on her ceramic pieces.
That's
too.
Cool. Nice. Should be a good exhibit. What has any pieces of art stood out to you? Anything you like that folks can look out for when they come to see?
I like the ones that have, and there are a variety of them that have a lot going on. Sometimes you have to walk around them, and that's how we have these pieces displayed. They're not displayed against a wall. The pedestals sit out in the middle of the room, and you can walk around them and get up close to them and study all the detail. And that's what makes them particularly fascinating, is all the tiny little details that she gave attention to. Nice.
Very good. So again, when can folks check this one out, Jerry?
It's through the month of March, through March 28th, Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4:30, and Saturday, 10 to 2.
Easy enough. Very good. Jerry, also, if folks visit your website, decaturarts.org, they're going to notice it looks a little different these days. Let's talk about the new website.
Yeah, we've been at this for almost a year trying to get it updated. We loved our old website because it was filled with all kinds of useful information and it was easy to navigate, but it was mostly easy to navigate if you were on a desktop computer. And since most people these days hit the internet through a handheld device, we decided we need to upgrade our website to a more mobile-friendly version, and that's what you're going to find when you go to decaturarts.org. It's got all the same important and useful information, but if you went to our website before in the old version, the new one navigates differently, so you need to be a little patient with yourself to figure out a few things here and there, but it is much more mobile-friendly website than it was before.
Yeah, that seems to be the driver behind a lot of new web developments for a lot of agencies and such. Is that mobile friendly nature? Speak to that a little bit, Jerry. Why was that so important for the Arts Council?
Well, that way you'll be able to find out all the information you need no matter where you are. A lot of people use, like I said, tablets or their phone, and you don't have to sort of pinch and expand to see all the details. Everything adjusts to the size and shape of the device that you are viewing it on, and so that's why we felt it was important to make that move.
Jerry, when it comes to, navigation and those sorts of things, did you find the old website? Like, I didn't really think it was that user friendly. Like, I could find what I needed, when we talked, or if I was writing a story for you folks, and I needed to just kind of check in on information that you all had. It wasn't that difficult for me. But the old website, what was, other than maybe being mobile friendly, was there anything else about that website that you all saw needed improved in the new website?
Honestly, I did not. I was really thought that our old website was pretty terrific, and so that when we moved to our mobile-friendly version, excuse me, we simply have a new a platform that expands and contracts for you to accommodate your device. In terms of how the information is arranged, it's pretty much the same as the old website. In terms of the tabs across, you can there's a tab for donate, education, events, gallery, grants, and rentals. Small little links to learn about local arts in the area and how to contact us and more information about us. But otherwise, all that is very much the same as our old website. So if you're familiar with the old one, it shouldn't be too difficult for you to navigate through the new one.
Very good, Jerry. So DecaturArts.org, it's the same URL, correct, by the way?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Everything, DecaturArts.org, and if you're looking for us on social media, you can just search Facebook or Instagram, Decatur Arts. That's our handle on both of those platforms.
Sure, very good. Now, when it comes to that mobile-friendly feature there, Jerry, is there anything about the mobile side of things that sticks out or stands out to just, again, it being kind of more friendly for that user? But is there anything about the mobile side of things that is of interest to our listeners, you think?
No, not particularly. If you're on your phone, you have to, there's the little 3-bar thing up in the corner, and that's usually where you go to find all your navigation options. And our website is no different than that. So if you're familiar with navigating websites through your phone, ours is really very similar to everybody else's in terms of navigation.
Very good. Very good. Jerry Johnson, Decatur Area Arts Council, our guest on the phone today. That new website, DecaturArts.org, that URL stays the same, but check it out and should be a lot more user-friendly like you talked about there, Jerry. So very good. Well, Jerry, we've hit on the Anloid Gallery exhibit of the month. We've hit on the new website. What else is kind of on your radar these days? I know looking at the calendar coming up here in a few weeks, there's an event for folks to check out. What do we have here?
Well, we're staging a small musical comedy up on our 3rd floor. It's 3 guys and a piano player and our assistant director. Myself and a couple of my buddies did a show last year in February and March, and we had a great time and had great response, so we thought we'd do another one. This one is a musical. It's called Guys on Ice, the Ice Fishing Musical. And it's about 2 fellows sitting in an ice fishing shanty on a lake in Wisconsin in February, waiting for the local fishing show guy to show up, the guy who does a TV show about fishing. And they tell stories and sing songs about their lives and their experiences, the fish that got away, the Green Bay Packers, and all those kind of things, because they're in Wisconsin. So, of course, it's the Packers. But it's really a goofy little show. It's a lot of fun, but it also has a big heart because you learn about these guys who've been best friends for years and their relationship to one another and their relationship with their sweethearts. We hear about a lot of that too. But some of the songs in the show that are particularly fun are there's one called Ode to a Snowsuit, which I think is particularly fun. Fish is the miracle food because they love fish. The guy from TV, where he sings about how famous he's going to be once he gets to be on the local television show. So those are just a few examples of some of the songs that people will hear, and it's a goofy, fun show, but it's got a big heart.
Jerry, you're a part of this. How long does it take to put something like this together?
Well, we started talking about this last fall, but we really started rehearsing in earnest about maybe 3 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
So we usually, because we all have quite a bit of experience doing this sort of thing, and we usually allot about 6 weeks to prepare. Sometimes the hardest part is finding somebody to play piano for you, and we have a friend who is willing to help us out with that, and then we have someone else who is our assistant director that keeps an eye on things and actually engages in the show at the same time. We like to be one big sort of goofy family when we put on these shows. So,
yeah.
About 6 weeks is what we usually prepare.
So this is like just kind of relating this to my world. Like if I write a news story for myself, it's easier for me to read it and project it and hit the spots with enunciations and such emphasis and things like that where I want it because I wrote it and I know kind of how I want it to sound. When you write something and you present it, does that make it easier to learn from your perspective?
Well, it does, but we didn't create this show ourselves.
Oh, okay. I thought you did. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I actually found this show about 15 years ago, and I've always kind of wanted to do it because it's just a sweet show and funny. And the most difficult part, of course, is that it was written by some fellows from Wisconsin, and they all talk like that. So working out the accent has been what we've been kind of focused on, So that's what's been a lot of fun, and accents and the singing and getting all the songs right is where most of the work falls. Memorizing the lines is, believe it or not, kind of the easy part.
Good stuff. Jerry, again, the when and where on this one?
The show is March 21st, 22nd, 23rd. That's Thursday through Saturday on the third floor of the Decatur Area Arts Council building in downtown Decatur. Shows begin at 7:30. Doors open at 7. You can get tickets, again, at our website, decaturarts.org. They're $20 a piece. It's a fundraiser for the Arts Council, and it's also general admission. So the doors open at 7, but you can get your tickets. We would recommend you get them in advance because seating is limited. We only have chairs for between 80 and 90 people per performance.
You may have said this and I missed it. I apologize. About how long of a show is it?
It's probably around an hour and a half, it would be my guess.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, not too bad.
That's good.
Starting at 7:30, you'll be out of there a little after 9.
Excellent. Again, Jerry, where do folks go for those tickets?
DecaturArts.org.
Easy enough. Jerry Johnson, Decatur Area Arts Council Executive Director, our guest on the phone. More to come with Jerry on the morning show.
WHOW.
Here's another Clinton Save-A-Lot satisfied customer.
I'm Debbie, and I'm from Clinton, Illinois. Love the produce. And, of course, if you're going to buy produce, then you have to buy it almost every day or every other day. So, love the produce. There's not anything I don't like about the store. I've been coming to Save-A-Lot ever since they came to town. But it's fresh, and the prices are very, very nice, which we appreciate those. Friendly. They're always helpful. I was just down the aisle just now, and someone asked me if I needed help.
And his owner, Dave Jackson, says,
"We hope to see you soon."
It's no secret that employers are having a difficult time hiring qualified personnel, whether full or part-time. The Miller Media Group wants to help you, the employer, to find the candidates you're looking for. That's why we've created IllinoisJobPost.com. That's IllinoisJobPost.com. This website is part of a broad radio and internet employment campaign available through the Miller Media Group. Contact your account manager or email sales@randyradio.com for more information. IllinoisJobPost.com is where we put the power of radio and the internet to attract prospective candidates.
DeWitt County's #1 source for local news is on the air and online 24 hours a day. The latest local news stories are heard every hour on Central Illinois' news station, the Big 1520 AM and 92.3 FM WHOW. Stream live at DeWittDailyNews.com. They're also heard every hour on the station that's your easy choice, 95.9 FM WEZC. And to read the latest local news on your electronic device, including tablets, iPhones, and smartphones, go to DeWittDailyNews.com. DeWitt County's #1 source for local news is on the air, online 24 hours a day.
Your own home without the maintenance. If you're 55 or better, a beautiful Liberty Village villa could be yours. This is Erin, and I invite you to come take a tour of our move-in ready villa. Click the Liberty Village icon at DeWittDailyNews.com.
Simply the finest.
DeWittDailyNews.com is the area's leading local news source 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Get the latest local news, obituaries, police blotter, weather forecast, and more with no paywall. Head to DeWittDailyNews.com to get the local information you need to know.
Your friend in Central Illinois. WHOW.
Once again, a good morning. Thanks for being with us. I'm your host today, Seth Lawrence. The WHOW Morning Show streams to Facebook and YouTube. It's brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. My guest on this segment of the morning show is Jerry Johnson, Executive Director of the Decatur Area Arts Council. Jerry, you were telling me before we got started, you are looking for artifacts, pictures of the railroad for a special exhibit coming this summer. What is going on? I am intrigued by this. Tell me more.
Well, every summer we do a 2-month exhibit. Generally, our exhibits in our gallery are only 1 month, but every summer we do a 2-month exhibit and focus on a specific sort of cultural phenomenon or cultural happening. We call it our Summer Arts and Culture exhibit, and this year it's called Local Locomotives, and we are focused on the railroads in and around Decatur. So in its history and its influence and all the things people remember about the railroad. So we're looking for art and historical artifacts that could be like train tickets or railroad signs or lamps or photographs and stories about the railroads in and around Decatur and Central Illinois. We even plan to try and get a model train that runs around the gallery throughout the course of the exhibit as well. But if people out there have some history or family that were involved with the railroad, we'd like to hear from you and see if maybe you have something that we could borrow for our exhibit this summer.
Yeah. Now, will you want to tell, somewhat of a story with the railroad and its history and those sorts of things, or is this just strictly kind of, just a showing of, basically a collection of what you can get? How do you feel about that, Jerry?
Well, we of course are displaying artifacts and artwork and photographs and things like that, but we also like to tell the story behind that item, for example. If it's particularly interesting or intriguing or directly connected with something that people would still remember here in Decatur, we like to connect the stories and the history to the items that you see in the exhibit.
Very good. So, again, how do folks get those, what they have or have to you, or if they, maybe say, I've got this, but I don't know if they really want it. How do they inquire about those things, Jerry?
Well, they can just give us a call here at the Arts Council. Go to our website, decaturarts.org, to find the phone number. I'm sure if I said it, 217-423-3189, people won't remember. But go to our website, decaturarts.org, to find out how to contact us. And our gallery and education coordinator, Hannah Lyons, is the person you'll want to talk to because she's already started a list of things that she knows she can find and things that she might be interested in having. Mm-hmm. So just contact the Arts Council directly, and we'll put you in touch with Hannah.
Very good. Jerry, let's wrap up with you're looking for vendors, arts and crafts vendors. What are you looking for, and what's the opportunity at hand?
Sure. Coming up, the boat races are returning to Lake Decatur, and the Arts Council is involved in that, and our role is to find arts and craft vendors to sell their wares, exhibit and sell their wares at the event on June 8th and 9th this year. So if you're interested, if you'd like to exhibit and sell the things that you make, could be any form of art or crafts, give us a call or send us an email. But the best way to do it is to go to our website, decaturarts.org, and click on the link that sends you to the page that allows you to apply to be a part of it. There's a $25 participation fee, and it's specifically for arts and crafts. We're not interested in terms of this section of the event in things that are consumable. If somebody has snacks or food, that doesn't fit. It's mainly for arts and crafts. So if you're interested, go to our website, decaturarts.org.
Easy enough. Very good, Jerry. Well, about a minute left with you, sir. Anything I missed today? Anything on the calendar you want to put out there for us?
Well, we always have a few classes that we have to offer. We try to have at least 1 or 2 classes each month. Coming up next week, March 14th, is a class on scrapbooking. It's a cocktails and creations class, and by that I mean it's intended for adults who want to gather their friends together and learn a little something. You can bring, it's sort of a BYOB, bring your own drink and snack to enjoy while you're learning and creating. And that scrapbooking class is March 14th, and then there is a basket weaving class in April 6th, and then a Taylor Swift bracelet making class May 11th. So there are lots of things for different interests coming up through our art classes.
Again, Jerry, where do folks go to learn about all those opportunities?
DecaturArts.org is the best place.
Very good. Jerry, are you all on social media? I know you've got some YouTube stuff. How about that?
Yes, we do post occasionally on YouTube, but mostly we keep our Instagram and Facebook accounts pretty up to date almost daily with postings. And all you need to do is search Decatur Arts on either Instagram or Facebook to find out more about us.
Easy enough, Jerry. Always good to have you on the show, my friend. We'll talk to you soon. Jerry Johnson, Executive Director of the Decatur Area Arts Council.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason. Electric utility Xcel Energy says its facilities appear to have played a role in igniting a massive Texas Panhandle